What's up everyone? And in today's video, I wanted to tell you the one thing to do right away if you are an investor and you are looking to invest in properties as soon as possible. Every single thing I create is meant to produce the most meaningful contribution that I can deliver. I want to give people that glad-hearted certainty that comes when life is wisely navigated so that people flourish in every possible way. Here is the one thing. I can't tell you how many times I have brought properties to prospective investors only to be then told that they needed time to gather the initial documentation needed for the approval of their funding. They don't have their taxes in order. They don't have their bank statements in order. They don't have any of the documents needed for a lender to be able to give them an approval, or at least approval for the next step. And therefore they lose out on the deal. In investing, speed is everything. And in order to be able to have an at-bat and be able to swing quickly, it's really a very simple thing that you need to do. And so here is the one thing that you need to do as an investor if you have not already done it. Step number one, call your local lender. If you're local to the DC metro area and you need a lender, please DM me and I'll give you 3 that you can call and ask this specific question. Dear Mr. Lender, I am an investor and I would like to purchase a property or more this year. Can you please give me a list of all of the items that you will need from me in order to move forward in approving a transaction? They will give you a list of things that they need. They're going to need bank statements. They're going to need your tax returns. They're going to need X number of all of those. You want to have exactly what they need. And then on some cloud device, or if you wanted to put it on a USB file, that's fine, or USB drive, Google, Dropbox, you pick whichever one you want. Create a folder, 2021 or 2020 investment documents, and then beginning putting all of the necessary documents that you need in that folder so that you can have access to it on your phone, you can have access to it on your tablet, you can have access to it on your computer, so that if you were to get a call from me to say, I've got a property, I need to know within the next few hours if this is for you, because I have other investors who I'm saying the same thing to. You can have the folder. You've already spoken with your lender. You can pull the trigger right away. I can't tell you how many investors have told me that they want a property and then they simply lose out because they don't have the appropriate documentation at their fingertips. If it takes you any longer than 5 minutes to pull the necessary documentation, it's too long. Take your commission checks, take your distributions, take your returns, take your bank statements. You don't necessarily need to pull your bank statements. You can log on to Chase or Capital One or Bank of America. You can pull those things quickly. But if you want to have speed, then you can just automatically upload those every month into that folder for whatever that year is, so that you can have access to it and give it to the lender or give it to whoever is in need of it as soon as possible. Investors, please do this one thing, because if you do it, I promise you that you will have an advantage when it comes to striking quickly when the iron is hot. Do yourself a favor, just spend the 30 minutes to an hour, create the folder, make sure it's readable, make sure you know what each document is, label them accordingly so that when you send them, whether it be your lender, etc., isn't guessing on what the documents are. Label them, put them in, make them in orderly fashion, and then you'll be ready to pull the trigger when needed. Hope this helps. Carry on and invest well. See ya.